Okay, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different review. What I'm going to be showing you is actually my favorite little toy I've been playing with for over 20 years, and that is the Saitek Cyborg Evo. This thing was amazing in its day. I don't know why they stopped making it. I mean, if you look at the head, literally, you've got an eight-way joystick. You got buttons on the top. You got 3 buttons right down in here. You've got the trigger. Oh, and here's the coolest part is you can actually adjust these knobs, and it tilts the head back and forth where you want it. Now, another thing nice about this system is that it not only has the axis, okay, forward and back, left and right, it has twist. Now, anybody that likes to fly airplanes, jets, helicopters knows that's a big plus. Now, besides all of these other buttons and stuff, here's another cool thing about this rig, is that, see down on the base here, it's got a couple more buttons on each side. But if you look at one of them, it's like a little arrow. These are what they call shift buttons. In other words, the reason I started loving this joystick is because I used to always play first-person shooter games with a joystick and a mouse. That's right. A lot of people go like, well, how do you play a first-person shooter game with a joystick and a mouse? It's like, well, my way. But then as the game started evolving, you started having to jump into cars, airplanes, helicopters. I mean, take BF2 1942 for example. You had to start not only running around on the ground, but you had to jump into vehicles and drive them. And oh, this thing is so cool. Oh, one of the things I didn't show you, right here on the bottom, see, there's a throttle. Now, see, if I pick that finger up, see, there's actually resistance on this throttle. It actually has some resistance going up and going back down. Okay? The reason for that is because if you're driving or flying or whatever, you don't want to hit something, right, like the throttle, and all of a sudden, oh, boom, you're all out of control, right? Yeah, you go from 0 to 190 miles an hour in a split second. But like I said, this thing is so customizable, it's amazing. You can use this software right here I'm showing you, and you can take any button you want that you click, and you can actually map it, including the hat switch. Heck, the hat switch is an 8-way hat switch. And like I said, with these shift buttons right here, you could actually have 3 separate maps on your joystick to do whatever the hell you wanted to do with it. Some of you may have noticed over here, I've got a couple old Evo joysticks right over here. Reason for that is because after they stopped manufacturing this one, I got my hands on these from people who would beat them up. They're parts cars. I don't know, any of you guys know what a mechanic who goes, he's got this old car, he's like, oh yeah, man, I love this old car. And then you look in his backyard, he's got 1 or 2 more, and you ask him, it's like, what's up with that? And it's like, they're parts cars. Whenever anything wears out on this bastard, I go to one of these two, I find the part, and I keep this thing going. And as you can see, it still looks like it's brand new, still works like it's brand new. And I'm actually going to probably do some flat screen gaming on it to show you guys how I do this with this and just a mouse. Now, another thing I want to show you is the custom handle I made. Okay, you look underneath there, see it's made out of aluminum and it's got padding on it. The reason for that is because my hand, reason I couldn't use regular keyboards, if you look at my pinky finger, see it only does this. Okay, it was cut off, all the knuckles are gone, and the finger next to it kind of bends, but the end don't bend. Same thing with this one, as you can see, it bends a little bit here, but so I couldn't grab a joystick properly. So what I did was I built this custom deal here, because you only want to use basically your thumb and your trigger finger, to hit all the buttons and stuff, but you expect the other 2 or 3 to hold on the joystick. I couldn't do that. Hence, that's why I made this custom padding to hold my hand. It fits my hand perfectly. I bent the aluminum, put the foam on there. Now I can just rest my hand on there, and I don't have to grab it. Now the thumb and the trigger finger are free to do whatever the hell I want with it. Well, anyway, that's my short little, I don't know what you want to call it, consumer products valuation, something like that. All I know is they should have never stopped making these things. They were the damnedest things to play with, I'm telling you.